How did you start in the bush?
I went out Jackaroo and you used to be around that in the book about me.
Pretty much the same path that Tom had
Yeah,
taken.
yeah. But in the sheds, but I ended up getting sucked into the shearing.
Yes.
And when the shearers coming
So
down
he
the
went
shearing,
to cooking for assistance.
Offside, yeah, offside.
Yeah.
Cooking,
And you went into shearing.
Yeah, yeah.
How did that happen?
No, he'd done a bit of Tom might have done a little bit of pressing too, I think, on the press, but
Yeah.
it's pretty hard to break into it in those days. They had some gun presses, you know.
Right.
It was pretty tight.
Oh, so that gun term applies to everything.
Oh, yeah.
You're the best at whatever it is, or one of the best gun.
But then that went out, the gun press. So that was on the old lever. All they were real big, strong men, you know.
Really?
Pumping that, oh, geez, I tell you what, it's hard work. And then
Oh,
they have
yeah.
to stamp down the wall, you know, to get the pounds in the...
But so was shearing, because you had to
Oh,
hold the
yeah.
animal
Yeah,
between your knees, right?
Hmm.
How strenuous is that?
Bloody hard.
I know you had to have them replaced, the knees, as a result.
And you notice, now there's another thing too, as I have been, you notice that foot there,
Yeah.
it seems a bit bigger than that one.
Oh yeah, I can see it now.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's nothing, that's, see that's all the weight
Going to one side.
one side because you use this to kneel on the sheep. You know, when you get him,
Oh,
when
to
you
hold it that way.
yeah, when you hold him
Yeah.
down, but when you get him down on the long blade,
You're
you've got
forcing
that knee
the other
down
leg
there.
across,
So
yeah.
it's taking this leg's taking all
The weight.
all the way to be down there, yeah.
Wow.
So I reckon, and I said, I couldn't work it out. I said, no. I said, well, that's what it was, yeah. It's just a
So you
bloody-
must be around about 15, 16, and you've
I
had
was
enough
15
of
when
this.
when I left school.
15.
Yeah.
And then
Dad-
you got an
Dad
offer?
said, Dad had to talk to me. He said, what do you want to do?
Oh, right.
And I said, bush.
Bush.
He said, so he took me.
What did
into
you
it.
know about the bush? Oh, from Tom, did you know something about the bush?
No.
What influenced the bush? Just
Oh,
a long way from Sydney.
I want to get out. Well, a horse ride, you know.
Oh, right, the outdoor
I thought I was a
life.
cowboy.
It appealed that way. Yeah.
So Dad got
Because you
me.
must have seen a lot of westerns during your
Yeah, Dad
movie
went to
period.
employment ages in town, and well, you know, there was a lot of them around. You know, they had contacts in the country.
Yeah.
Used to get them up and find their positions,
Yeah.
and that's how I got to Wellington. John.
And I remember that because I was in the car with you when we went to Wellington.
Went to Speedme, yeah.
That was your very first job. And I'm sorry for patting the lamb, I didn't know that.
No, I spent 3 years there,
Yeah.
in the early 50s. Well, I was 52, 53, 54.
Yep.
No, 50, must have been, 54. You know, that's right. I spent a couple of years at Burgess Paint Factory. It was apprentice shader.
Where?
No, apprentice mixer and grinder, they used to call it mixer and grinder.
But that sounds like a city job.
Yeah, well, roads. So I ended up going shearing up Queensland.
And then you got... Well, what did you do at Wellington first? Because I remember that farm. I certainly remember
Yeah,
the
that's what I was
farmer's wife.
supposed to be Jackaroo, yeah.
Are you a Jackaroo?
Jackaroo farmhand or whatever it was.
Right, right. And
But I don't know whether I was on Jackaroo wage. I think I was on because Jackaroo wages are cheaper than farmhand wages, and I think he had me on Jackaroo wages.
Right.
So I classed myself as a Jackaroo.
right. Did you like it? The job?
No, that's all. I arrived at the rabbit plague.
Ah, tell
I
me about
learned how
that.
to kill rabbits.
So
We done everything. We ripped them out.
myxomatosis was
No,
through
but
there?
that was before Mickey
Oh,
come. Mickey
really?
didn't come into
So it's just-
1954. Yeah.
So the plague just meant that there were more and more rabbits. all
Oh, yeah,
over.
the hills were just moving.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, bed paddocks. Oh, plague, all right. Yeah. You just drive along, you sway. You reckon that hill was moving because it was all bare and all you could see cottontails. You know.
My goodness.
That's why we're not allowed rabbits in Queensland.
Yeah, they put
Yeah.
still in too. Isn't it? It's
And-
like the cactus
So you
glasses.
were
What do you call
getting
it?
rabbits for a long time there then?
Oh, geez, well, they got very cunning rabbits. They dug under big rocks and
Yeah.
you
and
couldn't
you
dig
had to
'em out.
catch them first.
Oh
to
yeah,
kill
we
us.
dug them out. We
Yeah.
larvicide, and that larvicide was gas they used. Had during stockpile during the war. You know,
Yeah.
Japs. If we did use them, the Japs would have been the ones that really suffered from it because they've been close destiny. You know, we're wide open. There's no trench.
So that's the food-
If there was trench warfare in the Second World War, they would have used it.
But that was the food source then?
What's that?
The rabbits that he was skinning?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was.
Were they selling them or?
Oh yeah, but they got that. You can buy rabbits for nothing,
Really?
practically, because you can dig them out yourself.
So all that
you know,
work
that's it.
really was futile.
Well, in the end, well, you know, they used to have them for fur. Actually, in the wartime, they made money out of it because of the felt.
Yeah, but
Mainfield
but
had
you
that,
weren't there in wartime,
No,
so
I
I'm
wasn't,
wondering
no.
what they did with so many rabbits that you skinned.
No, actually, it become the quarry even more, made money. The wool just went through the
Ah, and so you came back to Burgess, did your time, 18 months in Sydney there, and then you decided to go back because of you saw the wool industry having a future. Is that right?
roof. Yeah, I always wanted to be a shearer. I
Oh,
just
so
couldn't
you-
get in, I couldn't get in, see.
Ah,
So it
right.
was only after the shearer strike I got in, yeah,
Yeah,
because there was a shortage of shearers.
yeah.
And I got on with Rascos and got this pen out in Longreach.
So you went to the Longreach first
Straight
up.
away, first.
Yeah.
That's where I got my learner's pen, yeah.
Yeah. What was it like then?
Oh, pretty rough old town, Longreach, yeah. Pub stayed open all night.
What? All night?
Well, they had customers. They had no customers, they might close up. There was about 5, 6 pubs in Longreach at the time.
Yeah. And what, basically made up of shearers? The
And
customers.
ringers, there's a lot of employment on the share in the properties in those days.
Oh,
They,
right.
So it was horse. The motorbike was just about coming in.
Yeah.
And, you know, the Japanese horse, what do they call it?
The motorbike,
The
yeah.
iron horse. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, that sort of, you know, you didn't need the horseshoes and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And the motorbike sort of took a few of the ringers off. The ringers, that were the you know, blokes that worked on the
Yep.
on the and they call a shearer a ringer too, the ringer of the shed.
Right.
He shore the top tally for the whole shed. You know,
Oh.
the most sheep shorn for that shed.
Yeah.
You know, when you get ringing, I rung a lot of sheds.
Right.
You mightn't have been the gun in one shed,
Right.
but I rung it. You know, he might have come along later on and wasn't there long enough to beat me in the tally for the whole
see,
shed. So
I
yeah.
see, yeah. And what was it like? You must have been shocked, really, the conditions in the shed.
Oh, well, I went through all that when we fought for them. You know, we had a few stop work meetings and all.
Yeah.
We used to pack the old.
But describe it to me. What conditions were like?
Well, as you imagine, when there's only shearing goes every 12 months, and they, you know, the conditions of the sheds, where we arrived there and be dust and dirt and everywhere. We'd have to clean the huts up, or they'd try to clean it up, but we have to do it because we get a dirty old mattress that's been lying there for about 12 months and be mice poop all over it and wee and
Geez.
and there's all that what do you call it? Sometimes were horsehair ones, but they didn't last long. They made a good nest for rats and that. And they ripped them apart.
Wow.
It was only a cotton cover. You know, it was sort of you've seen those old, you know, black and
Yeah, I think I know what
black-
you're talking about, yeah.
Anyhow, no, real bare thin, and it was like a cyclone bed.
Yeah,
And it stretched that much, you know, you'd be a big hoop in it.
yeah.
No wonder there was a lot of crook backs around in those days.
What was your reaction
And
to that?
well, that's what we jacked up in the end. We wanted
Yeah.
rubber mattresses and everything, you know, and all that.
Yeah.
And
So
some
that
beds.
that was
Yeah,
the
we went
issue
through
for
there.
the stop work
Yeah,
meeting.
yeah, we stopped. We said we wouldn't start till we finally got them.
Yeah.
Then when there was no gauze, night time, just mosquitoes would come into your room. You couldn't keep
Eat
them
you
out.
alive.
We only had carbide lights.
Yeah.
Those sizzle them up. That's all we had for lighting.
Yeah.
And but that was all right because you can't expect, you know, the motors when they had some power sheds had power, but they turned the motor off at say 9 o'clock or 9:30. So
Yeah.
you know,
But how could you sleep with mosquitoes biting you?
pretty hard.
Yeah. So you were.
It's hard enough in a tin shed too, where it's been roasted all day in the hot
That's
sun.
right.
So most of us slept out on the flat.
Oh, so you did go out.
Oh, we had to.
Yeah.
God, you couldn't
You
sleep
couldn't
in the
sleep
bloody
in-
things.
yeah.
Yeah. And then you had to be up before slightest bit of sunrise.
Yeah.
Flies.
Oh, really?
Well,
Wow.
you had to go inside and then get away from the dirty old bloody black flies.
So I wonder how many.
And
hours-
at night time, you know, we used to wet sheets down that put on top
Oh,
of us
yeah.
and out in the flat. You know,
Yeah.
so any little slightest breeze that'd cool us down.
That-
But we had to be up, and
That
you
was
know,
just-
daylight there would be around about 4 o'clock.
I wonder how many. I wonder how many hours a night you got.
Well, wasn't too many really. That's why we used to like to have a bottle of beer.
Yeah.
And I think that's why they drank a lot of the old shooters drank a lot of rum.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Knocked themselves out with
Yeah.
rum, yeah. Give
Yeah.
themselves an appetite and
Yeah.
I always remember this old shearer when. That's one of the memories I always remember.
Yeah.
He's a little fella, and he was a good, fast little shearer too. But he wasn't a proper shearer. But
Yeah.
if he knew how to run a blow, he'd shear a million. He would have shore a million. And his old mate, they used to have the water bag, and they have a water bag at take one each to the shed. We had one. They always had one with the enamel turning hanging on the breeze in the veranda, on the
Yeah.
say on the up here, somewhere on the beam.
Hanging down, yeah.
Anyhow, and his mate to get home first. And I was on the veranda, I just had my shower, and I was sitting on a bottle of beer, and then poor old, he used to do all his tools and that later on, the old fella, when he come, you see him staggering across he's white as a ghost, he's stuffed, he's been sweat poured out him all day, and his mate would be waiting up on the top of the veranda there and get the enamel down and pour a big solid hop of rum into him,
Wow.
the rum in the cup,
Yeah.
and he gets up the steps onto the veranda.
Staggers up.
His mate there's there with his pint. And
How about that?
Like, I tell you what, in about 10, 15 minutes,
He
here
was
he
off.
is dancing around.
Oh,
No,
really?
fair dinkum, that's true.
It was
Holy
therapy. Wow.
Oh, OP
Yeah,
rum,
yeah,
36
yeah,
overproof.
yeah, yeah.
She's solid stuff. They have to have water chaser.
Yeah.
They drink it solid and then they chase it down with a cup of water.
And after he went through his manic stage, I guess he fell asleep.
Well, they have a big feed then. Oh, chirp. Oh, yeah, yap, 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 yap.
Yeah,
going on,
yeah.
But the colour would come back and, oh, geez, but like every...
Yeah. Okay, so you.
Anyhow, I thought myself, geez.
That's a great.
But
memory.
I had tried to go at it, but
Yeah.
oh, geez,
You
it didn't
couldn't-
like
you
me,
couldn't
mate.
keep- you couldn't
Holy
keep pace.
Jesus, right. Oh.
Yeah, but
And,
they were
like-
the old timers managed, huh?
Oh, well, that's all they had.
Yeah.
There was no fridge to keep. We kept our beer cold. We wrap it in gauze,
Yeah,
wet it down,
yeah,
and leave it under the hut
right.
or under a tank stand or
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
And dinner time when we come over throwing a cup of water, or as we go and put a cup of water over the turnip, that's all. It's only just room temperature.
Well, the key person from your mate's book that you showed me where you get a mention was, and it was rhyming slang, Babbling Brook for the cook, right? And they became Babblers was an abbreviated version of that, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And they were a
the dirty
key,
old cook.
but they were the key to keeping you alive, weren't they?
Yeah. A lot of all those old sayings are all one-liners,
Yeah.
They're quite, well, that's they had no wireless or anything
No.
like that to them. And like the drovers, they used to tell stories and they used to build, of course they had a bit to it, a bit of spice to it.
Of course, the
As it
story
goes along,
grew
as
and
the
grew.
story goes along, it gets
Taller tales.
makes, someone
yeah.
could tell a tale and add to it and make it a real interesting
Yeah,
one.
but
too.
you didn't communicate that way while you were shearing, did you?
No, we didn't know no
You
time.
const-
mate. He
totally
was out,
focused
he was
on the
out
job
there,
at hand,
Well,
or between your knees.
every sheep to shore was extra money too,
Oh, right, yeah,
We used to the old saying when I say, here's another couple of beers.
yeah.
I think it was about 1 and 9pence for a beer in those days, or 1 and 6 or something.
Yeah.
Some of the old fellas used to say that, yeah.
And what did go on apart from shearing the sheep? You must have had some breaks during that
Yeah.
period, even if you were doing 300 a day. And so
Well,
what?
not 300 every day, is
No. What were the set breaks? You start at the crack of dawn, right?
No, we, hang on, I forget the time now. 2 hour runs.
2 hour runs.
2 hours runs, yeah. Start at 7:30.
You've
Half
had
past
breakfast.
9. No,
You've had breakfast by that
brekkie,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Breakfast on generally around about 6.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
7
So you're up
to 7,
at the
yeah.
crack of dawn, have
Oh,
your
yeah.
breakfast, then straight into the shed.
7:30 start, yeah.
Yeah.
Half an hour break, 9:30 to 3 o'clock, and then on to and an hour break at lunchtime, and then afternoon. And,
You must have had a fabulous work ethic to keep going.
and finish at 5:30, yeah.
What was your motivation? Of course, you were out there from a
Well, you're a
very young age.
contract worker, actually,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
More
So you
sheep
just had
ashore,
to do it.
Yeah, well, you have to do it.
Get your money.